The second part to scientific notation is going to require you to be able to put it into your calculator. So that's what this second video is about. This video accommodates the organizer that's on page 111. There's a lot of places for you to jot some things down on here. All these boxes are designed for you to put what keys would you print, what keys would you push in order to get the numbers into the calculator and so forth. So scientific notation on your calculator is a little bit different because you don't see the typical 2.5 times 10 to the third. What you wind up seeing in your calculator is 2.5 E3. So your calculator will show you 2.5 E3 when you put the number correctly into your calculator on scientific notation. Now, what buttons do you press to get that? There's a lot of options that you can press, but the most efficient, straightforward way is to follow this set of directions up here. So these are the keys that you would push. So you would push 2.5, and then you would hit the EE button on your calculator, and I'll show you where that is in a second. By doing EE, what you've done is you've accounted for the times 10 to some sort of power. So these are all alternative ways of doing it, but let's face it, pushing one button is a lot easier than pushing multiples. Plus, sometimes you push things in wrong if you do it this way. So I'm going to say that in order to do numbers in scientific notation, you have to put it appropriately into your calculator using the EE button. Now, the other thing is when you write a number from your calculator, you need to translate that E into the times 10 to the. Okay, writing 2.5 E3 on a test, a quiz, a lab, a homework assignment is not acceptable. 2.5, that's calculator talk. That's not proper scientific notation person talk. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you translate that 2.5 E3 into 2.5 times 10 to the third like you're used to seeing, okay? Going to be sticklers about that idea. So now on your calculator, where are you going? So if I want to put it in, I'm going to have to shift the calculator a little bit, rotate it on its side so you can see the glare, or so you don't see the glare. But as far as buttons go, I'm going to push 2.5, and then if I turn, oops, clear that, I've already done it once. So I'm going to put 2.5, so you can see that's in the calculator like normal. And then the exponential button is down here by the A. The EE puts into the calculator the E symbol, the capital E symbol, and that symbol represents times 10 to, and then whatever power you put in. So the next thing I'm going to do is put the power in, so all I have to do is press 3, and now my number is in the calculator in scientific notation. 2.5 E3 represents 2.5 times 10 to the third. Okay, so that's how you put numbers into the calculator. There's no need, notice I didn't use any parentheses. There's no need to use parentheses between the 2.5 and the, in order to enclose the 2.5 and the 3. So I can put two numbers into my calculator, multiplying them together. So if I want to do 2.5 times 10 to the third times 6.4 times 10 to the sixth, I don't need parentheses to do that because there's only one real times that's going to happen. So I can do 2.5 E3, and then the next thing I can do is push times. Okay, so can you see the dot has come into play? And then I can put the other number in scientific notation. 6.4, push my EE button, and then exponential power is 6. So I've done in my calculator essentially what this question or what this calculation is showing. Now all I have to do is press enter, and I will get a number, 1.6 times 10 to the, it's not really displaying right, times 10 to the what? Would be times 10 to the 9th, 10th. 10 to the 10th. Oh, yeah, times 10 to the 10th. Well, I don't know why I was thinking it was showing properly. Okay, so there you go. There are some practice things to do as you go along. You can check yourself. And then down here, we start some calculations. try putting those things in. You don't need to use parentheses very often. So be careful about that. Don't overuse the parentheses. You want to be as efficient as possible. If you don't have to use the parentheses, don't. And then you've got some other practice that you can look at on the back in order to do. And lo and behold, you've got answers down here at the bottom back of the page. All right, so scientific notation uses this EE button next to the A on your calculator. None of this stuff. Don't do it this way, because sometimes kids do it wrong and get themselves into trouble. If you push the EE button, you will always get it right. You will always be efficient with what you're doing. The other thing you want to make sure you do is that the E always translates back on paper to the times 10 to the thing. All right, so give that a shot, and you very well may have some homework to do after you finish watching this video.